Kim Yong Chol remains a formidable force in Pyongyang, but there is no word whether he has been given a new role in the ultra-secretive North Korean power structure. He did not accompany Kim Jong Un to Russia this week for a summit with President Vladimir Putin, the North Korean leader's first international foray since his meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump in Hanoi in February ended in disarray. The summit damaged the North's long-held principle that its leader never makes an error, so they have to shift the blame, said Kim Hyun-wook, a professor at the Korea National Diplomatic Academy in Seoul. This may not mean an immediate shift in their U.S. strategy, but the diplomats will likely take the initiative to contain the fallout from Hanoi and promote diplomacy with various countries. But for those who have known him as a hardline military general, Kim Yong Chol never seemed comfortable with the art of negotiating the roll-back of his country's nuclear program in exchange for concessions from the United States. Kim avoided getting into details at negotiating sessions, instead leaving it to diplomats to build strategy, two diplomatic sources in Seoul familiar with the North's diplomatic engagements said. Even then, he refused to yield control, one of the sources said. Whether or not he understood the issues, he kept a tight grip on the negotiations. It seemed like, over my dead body I'm going to let Ri Yong Ho take over, the source said, referring to the North's foreign minister. Real spokeswoman Ri and his deputy, Ko Sun-hway, are seen to be taking over the vacuum left by Kim Yong Chol, flanking the leader as he met Putin on Thursday. Chong Song-chong, a senior fellow at South Korea's Sejong Institute, said the demands Kim made of Trump in Hanoi had the hallmarks of the best scenario strategy advocated by hawks like Kim Yong Chol. But it turned out to be a scenario that the United States could never accept, Chong said. Kim Jong Un cutting his reliance on Kim Yong Chol is a positive sign for the negotiations. She has steadily grown in influence over the last 15 years, rising from a junior player on the North's U.S. diplomacy team to become vice foreign minister and a member of the powerful State Affairs Commission. The Yong Ho, former North Korean deputy ambassador in London who defected to the South in 2016, said Ko has joined an inner circle of women close to Kim Jong Un, including his sister and his wife. Now she's the real spokeswoman for Kim Jong Un, they told a forum hosted by the Asan Institute of Policy Studies on Wednesday in Seoul. How can Ko read his mind? Because she has access. We have to remember that, Foreign Minister, Ri and Ko are not only North Korea's best people for the job of dealing with the U.S., said Michael Madden, a North Korea leadership expert at the Stimson Center. But they both have known the leader since he was a small boy, so there is a dynamic of their wanting to see Kim Jong Un thrive and succeed.